Here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You look at this Carolina defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And the catch made by Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Here's Jackson to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
On the ready. Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Young, he's going to change it up. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, it is moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw on 2nd down, Blankenship. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Saints at 2-8 now in the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40.
Here we go, set. Check, flag. Yellow, line.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Black ultra. Ready, ready.
On play action, Young.
He's got Mingo.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Drill green. Hut, hut.
To throw, Young.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
There he goes, right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Set, hut. Steal. Check, steal. Ready.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. Touchdown!
Jonathan Mingo.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ready?
Back to throw. Blankenship. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. With it is Jackson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Black block.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Right, 97, opposite, green, stand.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
10 cycle. Ready.
Now here's Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here we go. Check right.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Young quickly to the flat. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Blankenship. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play, and they picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down. Blankenship. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
36 yards.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tap it out the 1st half. Well, there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Man in motion left, Mingo. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Come on,
second down and a yard.
Ultra.
Young now from the 50. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 2nd down is Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner.
This one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Check.
Final play of the half, Young. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3. Check, Fury.
Now Young. A final shot before break.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. And even 60 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the set, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. To the end zone, a fumble return, and a safe touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready, ready. Watch it, 6. Check, huh?
Here is Young. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ready, go. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw. Blankenship. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
A running room for Kamara on 1st down as he takes his forward. It's a gain of 7 there on 1st down. 2nd and 3 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Young.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Young. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A play fake. Now Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Young. Flush to his right.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Blue striker. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Blankenship. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And Young's throw there, incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To the air once more, Young. Eluding the pressure right.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Flushed out right.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Ready?
They go play action. Young rolling to his right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone and the frustration, the body line. Everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Again, it's Young. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Probably smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their